Today, here in the Bay, we're going to be hanging out with another unique artist, George Gonzalez, at his workshop out in Bolinas and at his literally rockin' creation by the Bay. Off the beaten urban sidewalks, just a bird's eye view away from one of the 7 wonders of the modern world, where waves that carry passengers rise and disappear, we find another landmark.
The physical design of the wave organ, you can see it's got these 2 curved walls down into the bay. I studied how the tidal action was coming, when the tide was going out, how the water moved. The water would accelerate and create a venturi into a chamber where most of the pipes are located, the pickup pipes for the hearing alcove. That little alcove there at the wave organ was built because it provided protection from the brutal wind elements and protect from the sound, so you could hear it. And it has these holes in the wall. Each hole is individually piped down, and they have different diameters in the pipe and different length, hence little subtly different sounds. But it depends on if the tide is high or low, which ones are working and which ones aren't.
The wave organ was built entirely of found objects.
A cacophony of stuff. You know, when San Francisco was laid out, they used these big hunks of granite to line the streets. As time went by, fewer and fewer people knew how to work with stone, and so whenever there was a change, for example, I mean, this is post-history to this, but every corner has to have a handicap-accessible ramp. Well, these guys didn't know how to work with granite, so they yanked all the granite out and did it in cement, concrete. So then they had to dump the granite somewhere. We started pulling stone out, just pulling it out, and created a palette of material, old curbstones and nice blocks of different stone, and mostly granite. And we had a crane and we pulled stone out. It was a dangerous thing we did, physically dangerous for everybody. But we made it out without any serious injury.
Construction began in 1985 and was completed in 1986.
So one interesting part of our harvest, near Fort Mason, there were millions of San Francisco cobblestones in the bay. So on a real minus tide, I took them out there and we laid down some huge nets, and they filled up these nets with cobblestone and we yanked them out. The cobblestone is a paving for the wave organ. I think it took about 10 months of actual construction to build it. There used to be a phone hooked up. The sounds were on a phone line into the exploratorium, and we set up pipes in there, and there was an exhibit, so you could hear what the wave organ was doing. And in the end, we had to pull that out because, you know, for some people it's a romantic spot, and you would hear, kids would hear things like, "Oh, honey, I love you too much," and all this kind of stuff, right? So, and other things. And so we decided to cut that one off.
It's my favorite bench in San Francisco. Doesn't get any better than this, does it? Hi, my name is Zach Gonzalez, and I am George Gonzalez's son. I helped do major restoration on this in 2010 with my brother and a couple other guys, and it was a fun project to be on. And now it's my son, Kai, it's going to be his turn to take care of it when me and my dad are gone. 3rd generation, it'll be his turn.
The wave organ can be found in the Marina District, and it's a little tricky to find, but that's part of its mystique.